Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the cooking nurse once again, and this is my very first video in 2021. Happy New Year everyone. So as you can see in this video, we are going to be making a stuffed butternut squash. For people who don't know butternut squash, you're going to understand it, or you're going to see it in real time now, because but there are so many other ways you can cook it, and this is one of them. Maybe styling it up or just making it more tasty. Yes, so this is a butternut squash. It looks more like a pumpkin this side, but you can tell that it's not a pumpkin by the shape and the color and everything that actually makes a butternut squash different from a pumpkin. So we're just going to cut it into two, and then we scoop out the seeds and the fiber-like thing that holds the seeds. These seeds, you can just dry them and maybe pan fry them and cook them, or you can just throw them away. We're just going to cut into our butternut and oil them. This is going to help them not to dry out. The oil is going to help the butternut not to dry out. Then of course we are going to put some seasoning, which is a mixture of black pepper and salt. This is just going to give it taste, because at the end of the day we're just going to remove it and then you will see. So this is done, and we are just going to, the way you're seeing it, we're just going to put it into the oven. So we set our oven to heat up and down, and at maximum, that is above 280 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So we'll put them in here. Of course, it has been preheating, so it's already hot. Don't just put it there when it's still cold. So we leave it there for 45 minutes to 1 hour, and on the side we are just going to make our stuffing, which is ground beef. Like you can see, I'm just going to fry some beef on the side without too much sauce, because we don't want it to be drooling. So just put it here. As you can see, it hadn't defrosted fully, but of course once the heat gets up, it's going to defrost. So just cover it and leave it there for some few minutes. So as you can see, our meat has all of it defrosted and it looks a bit cooked. So at this stage, I'm going to season it with some little salt, because remember, we've already put salt on our butternut squash and we wouldn't want it to be too salty. So you have to regulate how much salt you put in everything you cook, if you're putting bits in different dishes. So we'll be adding in our chopped onions, our diced carrots. We leave these ones on low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes before we remove them and let them cool down. So 45 minutes have finished and our butternut is already cooked through. Like you can see right now, it looks edible already. So yeah, we're just going to let it cool down to a manageable temperature, or you can just let it cool down completely. You don't really have to rush if you're not in a rush. I want you to go on Google and find out some of the benefits or health benefits of a butternut squash. Maybe they would be helpful, and the differences between a butternut squash and a pumpkin, if you just want to know. So our meat is already also off the fire, and we're just going to keep it aside in a bowl. And of course, as everything is cooling down, we're just going to be grating some cheese, because like the process, as you're going to see, we will need it. So put in the beef that has already cooled down in a large mixing bowl. a little portion, and then add in our grated cheese and mix it up all together. Now this is going to make every bite cheesy, like that, creamy-ish. So we mix it like that so that we can gain that one. So of course on our butternut squash, you pour out the excess oil and just scoop out all the flesh. Scoop out the butternut squash so that you're remaining with the shell or the outer part. And we're going to smash the butternut that we got from both our 2 slices of butternut squash, and then add in our beef cheese mixture. Mix it until it's all together, like it all incorporates together. This is more or less like maybe a pizza or anything, but it's more delicious because it has more volume and all. So mix everything together, just like you're saying. You can just use a spoon, maybe anything that you feel is much easier, because you can tell I was struggling with this one. Yeah, so once everything is mixed together, we are just going to put it back into our butternut covering or remaining coating. Put it back together and level it up to the level of where the butternut would be if it was still inside. Once we have finished putting back our butternut squash and beef and cheese mixture, we're just going to put on a little more extra cheese on top, because I mean, you can never go wrong with some extra cheese. So just put it back and then put back into the oven on the same temperature for about 3 to 5 minutes until the top cheese has melted and everything is set together. So right now it's done. This is a recipe I had watched somewhere on TV, and I felt like I want to try this one out. And once I tried it, I just think I'm going to be making my butternuts just like this. I mean, I'm even going to try it with a pumpkin and see how it comes out. So just put on some fresh coriander leaves or dhania and just cut and serve, and just like that you can enjoy your stuffed butternut squash. Thank you so much guys for watching up until this time. I hope you liked this video and I hope someone tries it out, and please let me know. Give me a review, leave me a comment of what you'd love to see me film this year, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye.